So we're back here. This was where we stopped. I'm sure. Can everyone hear me? So we're trying to get the day of the month. Day of the month. So equals to text function, reference cell, comma, open double quotation, D. Please, it's double D. Close double quotation, close bracket, enter. 13. This is the day of the month there. Double click. Okay. So we've been able to get I'm going back to my business requirements, the back and forth though. Okay, we've been able to get the other day, other month, other year, month, year, and day of the month. So the next one is they said this will enable you to slice the data by the day, by month, and year when you start analyzing. I'm going to color these ones separately so that I'll be able to pick them when I want them. Like make reference to them, like the things I worked on. So we have this. So the next question is, using the order priority field and appropriate function in Excel, derive a new variable slash column priority code. Okay. So we have an order priority column, which is this next one after this. I'm trying to go one after the other this way. So this very one here is the order priority. So I'm going to insert a new column. So now they said we should derive a new variable column priority code, making critical 5, high 4, medium 3, low 2, and not specified 1. And now, in order for you to do this, you will need to create a new sheet. In this new sheet now, I would want to write out those things. Let's say not specified. Low, medium, high, critical. So I have the 5 ways that they want us, the 5 ways they want us to identify the variables, which is critical, medium, low, not specified, and high. So now, not specified is 1. 1. This is 2. This is 3. 4. 5. So I have been able to do all this in a new sheet. Why am I doing this in a new sheet? Because you cannot just randomly, or maybe if you want to, if you think the business, I'm trying to crack a joke though. I hope we all have good sense of humor. If you think the business owner have the entire time, maybe you can now sit down and start, okay, maybe you can sit down and start, 2. 4. And make sure you bid for 8,400. Make sure you bid for 8,400 sales. But Excel made it easy for you to be able to do this within seconds. So in order for us to do this, we will have to do it with VLOOKUP equals to VLOOKUP reference cell, comma. Now the sheets are created. Before I continue this, let me quickly name my sheet. I'm canceling this to name my sheet. I'm starting afresh. I want to name my sheet as setup. Let me name it setup. Then I head back to where I had this, and the same thing I was doing before, VLOOKUP, cell reference, comma. So like I said, I'm saying I'm not explaining more because I want to believe that we're all data analysts, so that we know what we're doing, but I'm just showing the working. But I will explain little by little. So it's only VLOOKUP. I used VLOOKUP and I decided to set up this priority order that they said we should set up. I used VLOOKUP to set it up in a different sheet and so that I'll be able to get it here. So using VLOOKUP, I referenced where I want it to be and then referenced the sheet where it is. And then I made it to, I referenced it that it should give me the exact match. So now I want to explain something. If you should look at this thing, I'm having any. Why am I having any? Because first off, I'm supposed to, there's this thing in Excel where you have to lock data, you have to lock the cells that you're referencing, you lock them. So I did not lock anything here. I just carried like that. I brought it without locking anything. So major reason why it's coming out that way. So in order for you to lock your cells, use the dollar symbol. I'm trying to lock the cells. So yes. So before now, why it came out that way was because I didn't lock the cells. So the cells were just everywhere on their own. They were not locked. So I decided to lock my cell until I was able to get my other priority the way I did in this setup sheet and use the VLOOKUP formula to look it up. In our business requirements document, we're asked that we should place them as this way, critical being 5, high being 4, medium being, and you can't just, like I was explaining earlier, you can't just do it and start typing it on your own. That way it won't work. So you have to use the VLOOKUP. What the VLOOKUP function does is that it looks up a particular data where you want it in a particular array and then reference it where you want it to be. So it looks up a particular data that you want it to look up. Look up this so and so in this particular thing I have done here and replace it for me there. So that's what VLOOKUP did. I asked VLOOKUP, look up this cell, which is low, in this particular place, which is this place I created. And I referenced it as this way. And then give me the exact match. So just as it's done there, I have 2 as low, high as 4, and vice versa to the rest of them. So I'm going to go ahead and name it as priority code. Okay. Please, it delays because I'm going back and forth to this. Yes, hello, Chinelo.
Hello, Maureen. Good evening. Hello, good evening.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, please. I really didn't get the particular cells that you locked. Everything was clear, but I didn't get the particular one. Was it the one the first cell you selected? I mean, the you locked?
What I locked was actually not the first cell, was this new one I created. So I
Oh,
had to
okay.
lock it because, I was working with both here and here. I was working with both this particular column and this column. So I needed to lock it so that it will be okay. This column is locked with its reference number, while this other one is also locked. I don't know if you understand me. Is it clear now? Hello, Chinelo.
Sorry, please. Hello, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly.
Okay.
Okay,
What
so
I
the
locked,
two columns here. Okay.
yes, were the two columns here I locked. The
Okay.
information from the two columns here, that's what I locked. If you check, this is E,
Okay.
this is F. So I locked
Oh,
everything in there so that it will Excel. I'm referring to this one in this one, and it's not all together. And I'm also referring to this particular one in this cell. They are not joined together.
okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Um, hello, Miss Doris. I hope, let me see. Okay. Hello. Hello, Miss Doris. Please go ahead with your hands are up. Your hand is up, brother. Okay. So I guess maybe okay. So let's proceed. So we've been able to get our order priority.
Hello,
Yes,
Maureen. Good evening.
yes, hello, Edward Singh.
It's Doris.
Okay. Hello, Doris. Please go ahead.
All right. So my question is with regards to this last one that you just did now. I used if statement for
Okay.
it. I don't know if that's still applicable.
Oh, that works. You can use if low, give me two. If high, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I used.
In Excel, there could be two formulas for one particular working, but just so you should, just to check, you need to just check that, okay, to make sure that everything is it applies to all. So it's the if formula works. You can say if low, give me two. If high, give
Yeah.
me four. If not specified, that's the if function works also.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, Tosin. Your hand is up. Please go ahead.
That was my question. I wanted to say that I use if for mine too.
Yes, if could work also. But why I'm
Yeah.
actually using VLOOKUP that whenever most if you should go in for any data analysis interview, the first thing they just want to assume is that you can use VLOOKUP. They ask you, can you use VLOOKUP? VLOOKUP always comes out in most interviews. They say, can you use VLOOKUP? Can you use VLOOKUP? Because they just believe that we should all be able to use VLOOKUP to solve everything. So if also okay, Chinelo, your hand was up.
No. I'm just very much okay. In as much as I use also if function, but what you did was simpler. That's why I wanted to understand it better. So I'm just okay. Thank you.
All right. Did I record this? Jesus is Lord. Okay, yes. Okay. So let's head over to the next one, which is order quantity.